Yep, 6:01 a.m. and it's raining like crazy in New York. What do we live in, London? So this is a story about a dear friend of mine who is no longer with us, only in spirit. His name is and was Michel Mahe. We opened a restaurant in 1993 called Main Street. Think Carmine's, but American. All you could eat mashed potatoes, 2-pound meatloaves, whole roast chickens, huge chicken pot pies, and so on. And I hired Michel as a garde manger cook. So he basically did all the cold apps and the salads. And we immediately connected. He was French, and he would make a face and he would look like the Grinch, I swear to God. He was always happy. And, you know, after a couple years, he moved to Vermont. And we kept in touch, not a lot, but we kept in touch. I knew he had a kid, a young kid who's probably about 15 or 16 now. And he opened up a restaurant called the Bearded Frog. Frog is slang for a Frenchman, I'm sorry to say. Not trying to be not political. But he opened a place called Bearded Frog. And a couple weeks before this date today, 8 years ago, he called me up and he's like, you know what, Paul, I'm finally in a good place. I have a little boy. I have a bunch of successful restaurants in Vermont. And I'm happy. And on this day, 8 years ago, we were upstate. Parker was not even born. So it was just me, Carolyn, and Olivia. And I was getting out of the car at ShopRite, and my phone rang. And it was an area code that I didn't know, so I answered it. And the person said, "Is this Paul Zweben?" And I said, "Yes." And then she said, "My name is X, and I am one of the sous chefs for Michel Mahe." And before she even told me, I knew something was bad. And she then went on to tell me that last night, 8 years ago, when he went to sleep, he never woke up. So Michel died in his sleep. I believe he was 50. That was 8 years ago today. And, you know, for all the people that worked at Main Street and that he touched their lives, raise a glass for Michel. Michel, your spirit is with us and we love you. Love you, brother.